Huawei Mate 80 RS Extraordinary Master, and now I'm connecting it to my Zunji S800. Using the Mate 80 to unlock the S800, wow, it's really nice. Opening the door now. Wow, getting in the car. So this video will show you why it's called the Extraordinary Master. It still carries on the octagonal camera module design, and this color is called Jingzi Purple. This purple is a deeper shade, so let's put it next to the standard version for comparison. So what do you think? How does everyone feel? The front uses 3rd gen Huawei tempered glass, and the back cover is 5D Kunlun glass. It weighs 249 grams. The middle frame is the only one in the series made of high gloss titanium alloy, so you get Kunlun glass on both sides plus a high gloss titanium frame. Wow! The texture feels really nice, so it has to be the Extraordinary Master. Since it's called the Extraordinary Master, it needs to stand out from the rest. First, let's talk about the screen. Between the Mate 80 RS Extraordinary Master and the iPhone 17 Pro Max, which one is brighter under sunlight? You can clearly see with the naked eye that it's really bright. Jia Luci's face looks fair and rosy on Huawei's screen, while the iPhone, being dimmer, makes it hard to see the original details and colors of her face, and it even looks a bit off. Even though both are set to maximum brightness, the difference is obvious. It's really huge. Now look at the shiny silver decoration on her chest. In the iPhone screen, it just looks dull and lifeless. On Huawei, you can even see the bright gloss. As for the skirt below, if it weren't for Huawei, you wouldn't be able to tell it's originally white. On the iPhone, you'd almost think it's gray. Jia Luci's legs look fair, long, and straight, so beautiful. But on the iPhone, it looks like she's been tanned, and her skin tone is completely different. You might even mistake the Jia Luci on the Mate 80 RS Extraordinary Master screen for a different person. Why does Wing Xinling, the Queen of the Three Highs, look like this on iPhone? That doesn't seem right, does it? Let's look at the next one. This is a total waste of CEO's top-notch cameras. But on Huawei, Wing Xinling looks radiant and clear, like she's glowing. It's a whole different level of color. First, let's look at a highly saturated scene from If You Are the One 3. The brightness on iPhone is really obvious. It's noticeably dimmer than Huawei. But that's not all. Not only is the picture darker, but it even has a greenish tint. Especially the sofa. It actually turns deep green. On Huawei, the sky is bluer and curtains look more sunlit. Realistically illuminated, this warm yellow light makes the iPhone skin tone look lifeless, like there's no blood. On Huawei, skin looks rosier and lighting is definitely better. Plus, in this shot, there's a lot of green. First of all, the iPhone just looks really green. How green, you ask? It's so green that even when sunlight hits the leaves, there's almost no change in the shade of green. At the same time, the indoor lighting also looks green. You can see it on the clothes, the pillars, the sofa. It's obvious, right? But with Huawei, you can clearly see its difference. The display is more accurate, the colors are more delicate, and also more true to life. Why is that? Why is there such a big difference in color between the iPhone and Huawei screens? Which one is actually correct? I have a bold idea. On the iPhone 17 Pro Max, here's a blue HDR image. Take a look at the HDR effect. If you look closely, can you see anything in this blue image? If you can't see anything, that's exactly right, because I can't see anything either. But now, using Harmony OS's signal interconnection, I send this image to the Mate 80 RS, the Ultimate Master. Can y'all see the dolphin now? Let's look at this red image. Same thing, you can't see anything, right? We uploaded the image to Huawei Gallery for testing, so honestly, just looking at the iPhone, I thought I was colorblind. But the real reason behind this is that the Mate 80 RS Ultimate Master is the first to launch full-length BT 2020 ultra-wide color gamut technology. First, its color gamut area is larger than DCI-P3. Second, it solves the problem of insufficient color range in HD and standard video. So this also explains why the iPhone screen colors feel a bit off. At the same time, this is also the current core color technology standard for 4K and 8K resolution. It's the core color technology standard for TV and movies. Now, let's listen to the audio dimension first. First, let's talk about the iPhone sound. My personal feeling is that because its low frequency response isn't prominent enough, the whole sound ends up feeling flat. Even though it has dual speakers, there aren't many details. With the Mate 80 RS Feynman, you can really feel that the loudness of this first scene is much higher, especially when King Kong walks from right to left. You can truly hear the spatial sense of the water sounds. This is what a speaker should sound like. Next, regarding the network, the Mate 80 RS Master Edition supports dual physical SIM slots and 2 eSIMs, meaning 4 SIM cards can be on standby simultaneously. Plus, cellular signal strength is stronger, and with basic Beidou positioning, it performs well even in challenging environments. Handheld satellite communication supports both satellite calls and network communication. First, turn off Wi-Fi, turn off Bluetooth, turn off cellular data, and enable airplane mode, then only turn on Nearlink. This is the Extraordinary Master, and across from it is the Mate 80 Pro Max. Now open the curtains. Here it shows that you can make a call via offline communication. Let's make a call and listen.
The call coming in.
Hello, hi there.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me? Wow.
Yes, I can. Your voice is really clear.
It's extremely clear. And right now, the distance between us is... So the distance is right there. Can everyone see it? It's that little dot.
I'm over here. Hey, can you see me?
Okay, I see you. Now move a bit to the side. Let's try using an obstacle to test it. Let's try with an obstacle. Okay, you're blocked now. I can't see you anymore. You're behind the obstacle.
I can't see you now. Oh, I can't see you either.
Alright, but you...
The sound is still really clear.
Yeah, that's a pretty extreme obstacle, but it's still pretty good. Wow, this is truly network-free communication. This is what network-free connectivity is all about. At the same time, the communication feature now includes a new outdoor adventure mode. This was jointly developed by Huawei and 2Steps, because I know a lot of outdoor adventure coaches use the 2Steps app. With this integration, in addition to having access to 10,000 outdoor adventure routes, you can also preview them in advance. For example, you can see which areas along the route have poor signal, and those areas will be marked in different colors. Look, this long section here is an area with poor signal. At the same time, it can automatically record your exploration path, and even when the screen is off, you can still see your current real-time location and the target route. Also, if you pull down in the weather app, you can use the Beidou satellite to check the weather. Oh my gosh! You can check the weather for the next 12 hours and the next 3 days. Look, I just swiped down and okay, there it is. This is the weather forecast for the next 3 days. Oh my god, they've made more progress. So Huawei has once again innovated and iterated in offline connectivity, and I think this is what gives them real confidence in their safety. Every generation of the Master series brings new technologies and new features. This is the true meaning behind the Huawei Mate 80 RS Master, and even more so, the Master brand itself. Even as an industry giant, they still need to keep breaking boundaries. It's not easy. Lots of innovation, sticking to what's difficult but right. That's the only way to achieve another leap in the high-end market. At the same time, after using it as my main phone these past few days, I've noticed the ecosystem and app maturity of Harmony OS 6. I think it's over 95% complete, and some app experiences are exclusive to Harmony OS. Plus, niche apps can also be downloaded using the 作一张 feature, so there's absolutely no problem using it as your main phone. Plus, the pricing strategy for this generation of the Mate 80 series is really nice. I'm impressed. You know how a lot of flagships this year are generally getting more expensive, right? But this one actually gives you more while lowering the price. Even the Extraordinary Master Edition comes with 20 gigabytes of RAM. I think, wow, this is hands down the most appealing Mate for fashion-forward users.